Alright guys, well I'm back today discussing my go-to mid-tier high-value rifle setups, and both of these are going to be Bergara rifles. One is the HMR, which is the hunting match rifle, which is a little bit more designed for precision shooting, and the other is the Ridge setup, which is going to be designed for more hunting applications. Both are incredibly capable rifles, and both have very smooth actions and accurate results down at the range. They're incredibly affordable compared to other rifles on the market, given the fact that these are both under $1,000, and this one in particular is well under $800 depending on where you grab them. I actually picked both of these up used and paid about $640 and $615 respectively, and I felt like I got a really good deal because they were in like new condition. I'm also going to be talking about some different optics setups I've utilized and a different brake that I've put on the HMR and 300 Win Mag to really tame that beast. Spoiler alert, this 300 Win Mag shoots a lot smoother than some of the 308s I have because of how Bergara has completed this rifle, the weight of the rifle itself, and the Ultradyne muzzle brake on the end. Before we get too far into it, I do want to give a huge shout out to Target Sports USA for always sponsoring the channel. I actually signed up personally for their Target Sports USA Ammo Plus membership service and picked up a lot of the 300 Win Mag to complete testing on this rifle. I actually grabbed this for an Ammo Plus membership price of about $23-ish, and there's free shipping for Ammo Plus members with no minimum, so I can throw 1 or 2 boxes in the cart and save a ton of money. If you sign up for the Ammo Plus membership or make your first purchase off the link over on the campsite page, you actually get a free Hops cleaning kit with your first order. Definitely check those guys out. Now, I actually signed up and I'm buying ammo all the time. I'm going to go broke shortly, but let's get back to the rifles at hand. I generally shoot these in 6.5 Creedmoor, so the 300 Win Mag was a new and interesting rifle and a new caliber to my arsenal, and I was pleasantly surprised at both the accuracy, performance, and again the recoil management of the Bergara lineup of bolt-action rifles. One of the first things I want to mention about both of these setups is the fact that the barrels are more of a heavy profile, and they're not necessarily the lightest weight rifles. If you're looking for an ultra backpacking rifle, these Bergaras are not going to be for you. If you don't mind lugging just a touch more amount of weight, you're going to get a ton of added benefits, and one is accuracy. Both of these easily shoot under 1 MOA at 100 yards, and actually have 2 more 6.5 Creedmoor Bergara rifles in my arsenal that both also shoot about 0.75 MOA with match grade ammo. I've never had one shoot over an inch consistently, especially if you're picking loads that the rifles like. And that's one thing about Bergara rifles, they're just naturally accurate, and I've never picked one up that I felt like I lacked accuracy or performance. The next thing I want to mention is the actions of the rifles themselves. Both of these are buttery smooth. The 300 Win Mag, the 6.5 Creedmoor, and the 308 that I shot all just blow me away at how well they lock up and how smooth the actions are. When you feel these actions, they truly feel like you're shooting a more premium precision rifle, something that you would take to a DMR match, something that you would pay over $2,000 for. And again, for me anyways, I grabbed these used, but even the new prices are generally under $1,000 for the HMRs in the stock configuration you see here, and again a little bit cheaper for more of the hunting applications. You can see the stock configuration on this is a more traditional stock, but both of them feature this interesting texture color. Really easy to spot down at the range. The stocks themselves are more of a rubberized finish, so they've got some nice texturing. They've got the sling studs up front, and this one in particular has 2. You can see the differences between the 2 rifles. This one's more for hunting applications, whereas this has a flat bottom with 2 points of attachments for a sling, or again the bipod, allowing it to bench rest a little bit more easy or drop it on sandbags. This particular one also has QD slots up at the front and QD slots at the rear, again allowing you for different sling attachments. If you're going to be buying this rifle strictly for hunting purposes, I would go with the B14s that are generally set up with this stock configuration. They have a shorter barrel profile. They also have a more of a taper on their barrel, and they're not quite as heavy, and they are just as accurate. And again, you could probably squeeze a little bit more out of this one, but again, this is a great opportunity. Now, I do want to switch to the HMR because I have the most experience with this particular rifle. The hunting match rifles, again, utilize more of the enhancements in the stock. They've got more of a vertical grip for bench rest shooting. They also have adjustments, whether it be the stock length or the adjustable comb or the height of the stock piece right here, allowing you to get everything set up perfectly. On both of these optics, I'm actually using ones from Optics Planet. This was a Trijicon they sent out to the channel, and the other was a Vortex. Right now, Optics Planet actually has a ton of really good deals going on right now on optics, so if you were looking to set up a Bergara, that's a great place to go. They've got a ton of deals, like the 12 deals of Christmas that are going on right now, with different percentages off. They also have a ton of coupon codes floating around, and if you can't find one to save money, definitely utilize the code 704TAC for 5% off your order. The other cool thing is I've linked a lot of my favorites over on the campsite page, and the campsite page will be in the description below. If you're also looking for other deals throughout the industry, that's a great place to look. And Optics Planet's got a lot going on right now, so a huge shout out to these guys. Another thing about the HMRs across the board is these guys are using the ASC SS magazine patterns. So these guys right here, it's a single stack magazine. They lock in there really good. I've been utilizing the Magpul versions in both the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 300 Win Mag, and I've never had a failure feed inside these rifles. I've shot other cheaper magazine-fed bolt actions, and you can really tell just the lack of quality in some of those. But when you're talking about the Bergara HMRs, it's just a premium smooth loading feel. You don't have to do it at a certain speed. You can rack them in as fast as you can. You can slow feed them. They're just going to feed every single time you go to chamber your round, and there's going to be no issues. Again, I've been shooting the 6.5 Creedmoor for a couple of years now. Liked it so much I picked up a second for a different scope configuration, and now I picked up my third HMR and 300 Win Mag for that distance shooting, and it's really been working great with this this Winchester Magnum from PPU. This was actually shooting under an inch at 100 yards, so it just worked out great. Now, to tame the beast of the 300 Win Mag, I do want to show you guys the brake that I was using. This is the Ultradyne brake, and it locks up solid, and it takes all of the recoil out of this massive 300 Win Mag. I go to shoot this, and it just blows me away. We were actually taking some new shooters to the range. One was about to go hunting that weekend and had never fired a center action or a center fire bolt action rifle, and they were going to for the first time in hunting. I said, well, you should probably put some rounds to it first, but unfortunately, all I have is this 300 Win Mag in the truck. So I pulled this out and let a new shooter fire it under close supervision, and they did not mind the recoil. They were blown away, and I guarantee you when they go pick up the 308 or the 30-06 light profile barrel they're going to shoot, it's going to kick them like a mule compared to this. But this is just a great way to tame that recoil is those Ultradyne brakes, so definitely check those out. They're a little bit pricey, but it's worth throwing on the end of your build, and it works out great. In summary, if you were looking for a precision bench rest rifle or a hunting rifle and you didn't mind just a touch extra weight on your setups, the Bergara lineup of rifles is going to be key. They are a great solid precision rifle, well under $1,000 that you can truly save some money and yet get a ton of performance out of. There's almost no complaints about these rifles that I've seen other than they do weigh a little bit more than some of those lighter weight options in the market, but it's well worth it, in my opinion, if you can stomach a few extra pounds. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.